Aloha, I'm Hurricanes, I'm your host, and this is King of the Hill. Okay, what's up guys? Hurricanes here, and today we have got you some more sexy as Bloons King of the Hill peasant on peasant violence, and it's gonna be kick ass. We've got dw3iss versus the TheZodiac. I think my nickname for Treater 32 catched on pretty nicely, so I'm gonna create nicknames for these guys as they go along, because these names are annoying. Well, dw3iss isn't so annoying, but TheZodiac, that's gonna get pretty annoying having to say every 5 seconds. Okay, so the Zodiac is going for TZ. Okay, let's call him TZ. TZ is going for these two boats. Probably going for Grape Shot. That second boat, which he is highlighting right now, is actually a brilliant spot, because instead of being outside of that little curve that the other boat is, it can actually focus fire those pinks pretty nicely and actually pierce the balloons through that, with the natural balloons actually not diluting its damage. Okay, so dw3iss is going for a cluster bomb, which is actually the average defense with that boat, and he's actually lost 2 lives, which actually can be pretty detrimental to an ice flow game, given that the Zodiac or TZ doesn't lose any more lives, because if dw3iss stays at this lives or lose even more and TZ doesn't, then he'll probably rush on round 13, and if TZ defends that, then he's screwed, because pretty much only a full out Regal Rainbow Rush can actually defeat the defense which everybody gets for round 13 on Ice Flow, or well, anybody who uses Balloon Impact, that is, and doesn't use Tack Shooter. Tack Shooter cannot go late game with the boat and mortar, so that doesn't actually really work with the bomb, of course. So round 6 is coming up. Let's see if either one of these gets something special. dw3iss is choosing to stay with this Grape Shot for Black Puffin, but actually no, now he's getting a 0-0 boat just to help out with those blacks. Yep, it's on strong, but the problem with this now is that it's gonna chase the balloons because it's 0-0 and not Grape Shot, so don't hit any of the other balloons. So the Zodiac has got frag cannons instead of actually getting a cluster bomb, which is actually pretty weird, because if you think about it, what's a frag cannon gonna do? It's only gonna pop a few more balloons with those frags just going around the map just a little bit. It's only gonna pop a few more balloons than a 0-0 one, so might as well just get that cluster bomb, which he has now. So actually the Zodiac has got incredibly good defense with that 0-0 boat extra, just helping with those that black focus firing popping power, because actually what can cause you a lot of trouble is if your opponent says white, sends whites, and you've got maybe 2 boats, one 0-0 and one Grape Shot or something. Those actually mess up the priority targeting, because whites are stronger than blacks, which is actually a racist joke from NK. I'm just quoting Mubsy. Mubsy is one sexy ass person. So that can actually mess up your targeting and actually cause you to lose lives, because whites are stronger than blacks, and the boats will target the whites and just let those blacks seep through with only the Grape Shots piercing the black layer. So round 12 is coming up. What is going to happen? Anybody going to send any camos? TZ is choosing to keep with this one free mortar, which actually can be exploited really well. So if dw3iss is not going to Regal Rainbow Rush him, I shall be surprised. Oh, he's got attack! He's gone tack! Oh. Oh no. given his circumstances right now, if dw3iss chooses to send a load of Bloons on like round 35, just load of Oh My Gods, he's not gonna be having a very nice time, cause guess what? Attacks aren't gonna help versus Oh My God. No. Just the contents of it. So really, his TZ's only hope in late game would be to spam a load of grape shots, and I mean loads, and take the BFB down with those Moab takedown ability with the boat. So TZ actually got sent some ceramics, which he actually beast moded with those grape shots. I actually love the grape shot on this map, mainly just because it's really helpful, mainly because it's massive water, you know? What are you gonna do? This is actually a pretty weird map to think about. It's mostly water, but what do you choose to use? Land towers. You know? It's like Hydram. You know, there's no good land placements, but really, people just carry on using land towers on that map, which I guess it's okay if you use it well. I use boats and boomerang mainly just because I'm a noob and that's the only strat which I can execute well. So here we are in round 18. It's only been the sound of Moab, mainly just because dw3iss has these two missile launchers, not even up with frag cannons, and now he gets those Moab maulers. But will this be enough from Moab? TZ has actually got those frag bombs up with that Moab mauler, so they're going to be extra strong. Or more strong than dw3iss's defense right now. So honestly, I think TZ would die to a bucket load of Oh My Gods on round 35. I mean, he's a peasant, so you can only sort of presume his skill, but you know, he's in King of the Hill, you know, a pretty elite tournament, so we can only guess his skill. But judging on the one peasant battle up on King of the Hill, you've got to say that the peasants are rocking this. So it's round 21 and nobody went for an exploit, and dw3iss might lose lives here. No, that was a glitch with the visuals. Pretty unfortunate. So are we going to see anything happening that's special? Because I don't really think so. I'd just like to apologise for my voice. It may sound a bit weird and a bit different at times, mainly just because I've got a bit of a cold. So, what is dw3iss going to do to come back? Okay, so dw3iss uses a Moab takedown on round 23, while TZ actually chooses to go for a much more clever defense, which is actually just getting those Moab maulers up and whoa! Whoa! Okay, so TZ is choosing to use the Maelstrom on the contents of those Moabs, and what is TZ gonna do now? So he's used those two Moab assassins, and now he's taken them down, but he's taken the Oh My God layer down, but now he's gonna have to mortar stall, mainly just because he sent a load of Moabs which are way quicker than BFBs, and unless the TZ's micro is incredibly good, he is going to die, mainly just because of these Moabs taking a long time. He should really stop more stalling and really just get that ninja ability and use use that Moab takedown ability with the boat, but you'll have to have really fast hands and camos on the map. And dw3iss is choosing to use the slowdown ability of the ninja just to slow down the chance of him dying. So dw3iss, there's loads of balloons getting in at the end, and he didn't have enough of them. That mortar storm, and now he is using the maelstrom, but dies. Ah! I literally just shouted my ass off there. That was actually a pretty intense game. Okay. Oh, now I've said something I shouldn't have. dw3iss did not have that ninja ability. dw3iss did not have that ninja ability, so he wouldn't have been actually able to have used that. So I think that is a pretty detrimental thing to his actual chance of surviving late game rushes. Yeah, sure, TAC is incredibly good for round 13 and actually surviving that no lives lost, but really late game rushes, that's going to be pretty hard to defend, mainly given because TACs are only for the contents of blimps, which are Bloons. So really, if he had that ninja ability, he could have defended like a boss. I've got a lot of videos on my channel with ice flow games that go on to like round 24 and they send a massive rush. So yeah, just go check that out if you want to see someone actually defend round 23, because really you need that ninja. You really need that ninja. So that's defeat for TZ, and let's go on to game 2. Okay, so we're in game number 2 and TZ picked Yingyang. So I suppose there has been a strategy change in Yingyang. It was primarily just using sort of TAC strats with variants chucked in. But now this Anaconda strat seems to be rocking people's world. They're just picking these boat strats with the farms. Not sure I completely agree with the strat, mainly just because some people execute it weirdly. Anacondas, I think, executes it weirdly, just with sort of, he gets farms and then he goes eco more. I'm not sure I understand, but I guess I do that sometimes on some maps like Swamp, because I am a pretty swag monster when it comes to that. Okay, so dw3iss might leak here, mainly because it's just a green coming around that bend, but that TAC shooter absolutely owned it up. With that chance of actually popping 2 layers at once with 1 TAC. It's actually a pretty rare when that happens, but it's actually pretty cool. So TZ has got these 2 grape shots up, which actually solos pinks and the blues no matter how much you send. But dw3iss is actually choosing to keep just with this TAC shooter, and he loses lives. Really, he should have got like a ninja with seeking shurikens. That actually no lives lost it on this map perfectly well, but he's chosen just to get a 1-0 TAC shooter and a 3-0 TAC shooter with that 0-0 bomb, which is not enough for pinks on this map, no lives lost. You really need sort of a seeking shuriken ninja or another 3-0 TAC shooter. Okay, so dw3iss asks farms. Maybe. This is Anaconda's strat, so yeah, it probably does have farms. I don't completely understand Anaconda's strat. I mean, I suppose it does have its perks, like the boat takedown on round 30, which means if they don't take down round 30 with that boat as well, they'll have 2 rounds coming at them at once, because when you pop all the balloons, 4 seconds after the round will start, or 6 seconds after, I'm not too sure. So dw3iss is actually going to leak here probably. He's only got this 2-0 TAC shooter and this 3-0 TAC shooter. He sold them for a ring of fire, but now he is down 22 lives from his original 150. So TZ has got these 3 boats, which is enough for greens and blacks. I suppose Anaconda's strat is actually pretty prevalent on this map right now, but still I concur that I believe in the fact that sort of what? Okay, so TZ is selling all of his boats for a ring of fire. I suppose that sort of works because maybe he finds round 4 and things a bit hard to defend. Oh, so maybe TZ hasn't got bomb towers. You can never know. Because he hasn't actually used a bomb tower. He could have actually just not used the boat. And could have not used that ring of fire and just got a bomb for round 8. I'm not sure. Maybe a cluster bomb would have done it. But, okay, so round 10 is coming up. And will anyone do anything special for round 10, like regrow leads or anything? No, neither is choosing to, and actually regrow leads would probably have hurt dw3iss if he did not get that mortar. So, TZ has got this crow's nest boat which can detect camo. So maybe dw3iss is going to go for a massive camo yellow rush because that actually gets through because of the weird timing of the mortar on Yingyang, just because of this this weird detached adjacent line where they target the mortar. It's just messes with the timing because of the angles. It's hard to explain, but wow, there is going to be a massive camo rush. And is TZ's micro good? Yes, actually quite good. He actually did well there. Okay, so there's going to be a massive camo yellow rush, and he gets this cannon ship right there, and that actually, wow, that actually destroyed that camo yellow rush. Why you sell boat to he doesn't know. My guess was, I don't know, maybe he was thinking, oh, maybe if I get some more things, I don't know, maybe I get something else like another tack shooter or something, I don't know. Okay, so wow, dw3iss leaks even more. Jesus, I didn't even realize, I haven't been watching dw3iss's side. He has actually got boats as well. Or if no, yeah, I don't even know when he got that boat. I haven't been watching. So, it seems that TZ has played with the strat maybe a bit more than dw3iss, who is actually not doing too well. You know, he's 61 lives down from his original 150. Okay, so round 17 is coming up. Anybody gonna get... Okay, TZ does have bombs. I wonder why he chose not to use bombs when he could have used a bit more of an orthodox strat. So is dw3iss gonna use bombs, or is he gonna use grape shots for this mod? I really hope he's gonna use grape shots. Mainly just because grape shots are sexy. Okay, so TZ gets the bomb towers and dw3iss gets the bomb towers. Okay, so I guess their loadout is tack, boat, bomb, mortar. So there is going to be some ceramic sent, and is dw3iss going to lose even more lives? Nope. dw3iss soloed that rush with just the defense he has. So actually pretty nice. So TZ has these grape shots and these bombs and this okay, so there's going to be a Moab sent, just one, okay, so he's choosing to Maelstrom this, and that actually just annihilated it. Okay, so there's probably going to be like a round 23 rush. Okay, that's just my guess. Or around 22, I'm not too sure, but if it's not around 23 rush, well then Bob's your uncle. I'm wrong! Okay, so actually Maelstrom takes like 5 seconds to reload. So TZ's Maelstrom has actually regened in that time, and he can use it again if he so pleases. So TZ might leak here, or no, his boats are saving him. And dw3iss chooses to send some yellows. Okay, so dw3iss is probably going to send a rush here. If not, it's going to be round 23. I'm not too sure. Okay, so let's just look at TZ's defense. He's got these boats, he's got these tack shooters, and he's got the bombs. The only thing I fear is that he does not have the ninja ability to slow down the Moabs, which actually really helps. Okay, so TZ, okay, there's going to be a massive Moab rush. Massive, massive, massive one. Okay, so he's taken down all these Moabs, and he's going to use the Maelstrom ability just to own them up. And there's ceramics on this side, the natural side, but he actually owns that up, and dw3iss is going to leak these ceramics. I really think that dw3iss's bad point was just the leaking. If he didn't leak, he'd have been fine, and that's all I can analyze from that game. If he didn't leak, he would have been absolutely fine. Maybe if he went ninja, he would have been fine. You never know, because if you pick the right towers, all can go right for you. So that's 1-1, and let's get on to the next game. Okay, so we're in game 3, and it's gonna be indoor pools, the most annoying map in the game. So TZ chooses to go for this 0-0 ninja in the middle, and dw3iss just chooses to go for a 0-0 ninja to the side near the end of the player sent Bloons. You are full of excitement. I am dw3iss, thank you. So actually, whoa, dw3iss chooses to go for a tack shooter, 2-0 tack shooter. Maybe he's gonna go for that. Yeah, he's gonna go for that tack spray instead of a bomb. Okay, so TZ has gone nonetheless lost so far, but nope, now he's gonna leak. That a smile. Wow, that's a shocker. So I guess TZ is just he's a dragon. He's motionless. Because we all know that dragons are emotionless. It's just a fact, guys. Just a fact. So last video with Big T, who I gave the nickname to, and C Money Sir, which I wrongly named him Kimoni Sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, I posted a comment from Bloons King of the Hill account that said if we brought Poems Battles back, I would commentate it, and I would rhyme all of my sentences. None of my sentences would not rhyme with each other. So I'm actually gonna stay true to my word. If this gets 100 likes, I will try my best to get Poem Battles back. So that's going to be actually pretty interesting. I would really love to be a participant in that, because if you don't know, I am quite good at rhyming. You know, okay, you know, I was always good with some poems. You know, I just get some words and just get them to flow. Yeah, I think flow's a word. It means sort of flow, just sort of smooth running. I'm not too sure. I'm still NLL. That is actually pretty fucking impressive. I've never actually just straight up swore like that on King of the Hill channel. I'm sorry if you're like, no, you can't do that. No. Tough tits. Okay, so okay, dw3iss just leaked a bucket full, and TZ has maybe actually, if I was TZ, I would send a load of yellows. Oh, he did that, and dw3iss leaked a few, and TheZodiac, or TZ as I have named him so far, has got this this double shot and stuffs, and that's actually beast moding this Regrow Black spam rush. Maybe what would have helped, because he'd have realised by now, yeah, he's just owning this up, was not to send them all at the same time, but to send them sort of, to send like 2 or 3, and then, oh, that worked, to send 2 or 3, and while blacks are still in the queue, send more if it's working, so you don't just waste your money spending more than you have to on regrows. So dw3iss is getting his mortar up. So what is going to happen? Is it going to be a round 12 rush? with camos, because that's actually seems pretty goddamn prevalent on this map. What is going to happen? There's probably going to be around 13 Russian if there isn't. Oh, there's going to be a massive camo rush! A massive camo rush, and he's actually selling his towers for this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was way too easy. And now TZ is just literally dying. That game was, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. No, I have no idea what to say. Yeah, I've honestly no idea what to say. That actually sucked to infinity. Actually started causing lucidity, and with my words that have high validity, I actually cannot carry on like this with my face because I'm afraid I'll lose the symmetry. I'll have a stroke and I'll be like, lol, nope, and I'll just die right on this spot. Fear not. I'll be on to the next game. Yeah, that is my that was like my 30 seconds of poet fame. Okay, so we're in game. Yes, cards. Yes. I love cards. As you can see, my enthusiasm with cards. I absolutely love cards, and it seems that dw3iss seems to think that boomers are the way to go, and my friend, you are sexy for choosing that. Yeah, farms! Farms! There's farms! Yes! Yes! You can hear the excitement in my voice. I absolutely love farms on cards. Cards is one of my absolutely favourite maps. I have my own strat on this. It's Ice, Ninja, Spectre, and a Ninja. So Ice, Mortar, Spac, Ninja. Yeah, I said them all. I've actually used that in King of the Hill quite a bit. So TZ is actually being allowed to be really lazy with his defense. He's just going to get this double shot up, mainly because dw3iss he's probably not going to risk sending a load of player sent balloons. Maybe he's just going to hang here with his boomer. So actually TZ is going to have a load of income. dw3iss should definitely pressure him. Yes, send blues, make him get more defense than just that double shot. But unfortunately that was not enough, so dw3iss is actually gonna, TZ is actually just gonna sit here with his double shot and actually be completely fine. If he actually sent a lot more balloons than he actually did just then he'd have actually caused a lot more lives to go down, and for TZ to actually feel pressured into getting more defense. So like this, yeah, like this. It's gonna stack with the pinks and the blues and the reds. Actually, wow, TZ, no lives lost that. I think he used a bit of micro right there, so actually I have to congratulate on him on some excellent micro for some peasants. Okay, so it's round 6. Blacks are being sent, and dw3iss is still going to stick with his Bio Boomer, which is actually not going to know lives lost. And TZ is going to sit here with his double shot ninja and just a bomb. So he's going to have loads of income. Loads of income. If you think how cheap a double shot is and how cheap just a 0-0 bomb is to go along with that, you've got to think, how much money does he have spare to just go income? Okay, so TZ is going to get Cluster Bomb. Because, yep, Cluster Bomb right there. And dw3iss has got 3 1-0 farms, which is equivalent to 1.5 2-0 farms. Or banana plantations, as I remember them to be called. I can't remember. So, what you've got to think is, who has the income lead? TZ definitely sent a lot of income balloons, so he must have a lot of income. And dw3iss, he's sitting here with these equivalent to 2 2-0 farms. just $120 off each round. So you know, it's hard to think who has the income lead, because dw3iss has sent some Bloons to attack TZ, which will give him income. So it's hard to tell who has more income, but yeah, I'd go with TZ. So it's round 12, and TZ has only got a 1 free mortar, which can be exploited, but dw3iss has got a 2 free mortar, which is really, well, not really, a lot harder than 1 free mortar to exploit. So TZ is okay. He highlighted the bomb, and now he's got 4-0 bomb. A lot of people send like a teaser rush, because if you send a teaser rush, they might overreact and get the 4-0 bomb, or maybe even a 4-2 if they overreact that much. So you're getting to spend more money than they might really have to defend that rush, and they could have gone income for that. So it's round 15, and dw3iss is sitting here with the just right amount of defense for ceramics, as TZ may just leak maybe like just 5 lives if he sent a lot, and I mean a lot. So these are like 5 ceramics. See what I'm talking about? If you send a lot, sometimes Bloons can just sneak by. See, yeah, TZ loses 11 lives, and that was like 5 ceramics. So actually, you realize that a double shot can be exploited even with distraction. Yeah, it has distraction, and so yeah, you got to think about that. Maybe even just like a 0-2 ninja to distract any, or just pierce the ceramics a bit, would be better to get than just this 3-2 ninja and a 4-2 bomb. So we'll have to find out who's going to win in the next few rounds, probably. I don't see this going to like round 26 or 28 or something. Mainly just because there's farms on the field, and you got to think farms doesn't really aid you in the late game unless you get a load of 4-2 farms. So dw3iss is sitting here with 1 Moab Mauler, which is not enough, but now he gets the 2 Moab Maulers, and so does TZ, so they're both completely safe to the Moab. Now, what can happen is that, what if dw3iss just sends 1 BFB on round 20? Because a lot of people sort of underreact. They don't get the right defense. Now you got to think, how bad can that turn out for you if you do not get the correct defense? Because 1 BFB, you think, yeah, well, probably can defend this without spending too much money, so you go for a minimal defense, and then you just send 1 BFB, and they're like, oh, I should be fine. And then, what do you know, like 2 ceramics leak, and they are dead. So dw3iss has chosen not to send this rush. It has been proven to be quite effective. Now, round 21 is coming up. Will dw3iss leak any camo balloons from the natural scent balloons? It does look like he is. Will he actually leak? No, he actually doesn't leak, because both of the mortar spots that they're using can leak to the natural camos if the timing is messed up, but it was not. What you can do is, if their position is there, if their mortar positioning is how it is now, you can sort of send reds and it'll start firing again, and it might mess up the timing with the round 21 camos. But it's round 23, so the natural Moab came, and TZ just defended it like a boss, while dw3iss leaks loads. Wow, even with his free Moabs. Actually, now he's selling his farms. There was only 4-2-0 farms, so the rush might be a bit small, but you've got to think, how much money has he been saving? Because, oh wow, here comes Oh My God mixed in with a load of Moabs. He should have sent those Moabs a bit later, just to leak from the defense of the Moab Maulers exploited by the Oh My God, because the Moab Maulers are on strong. Okay, so the BFB has been turned into ashes just by Moab Maulers, and a Maelstrom is on the field, so now TZ should be defending this like a boss, because the Maelstrom, you gotta think, Maelstrom is pretty OP. Now he's doing what you should do. You should spam a load of Moab Maulers and then get like a Maelstrom, but what TZ is failing to do is he's failing to get Moab Assassins, which you really need. So TZ might leak here. No, but dw3iss, wow, does not have the sufficient defense, even with these natural ceramics, and now dw3iss is just going to die as TZ defends this like a boss. Wow. I can tell you exactly why he died right there. It's mainly just because he does not have the right defense for maybe even a counterattack, but even the natural balloons got him. So you got to think, wow, what if he didn't sell all of those? Maybe TZ would have tripped up and made a micro mistake. You never know what might happen, but you've got to think, what if dw3iss or TZ, TZ didn't choose tack? You know, what if he had gone for ace? You know, you can never tell because he hid his tack. So it's actually pretty strategic by TZ. So alright, let's get on to game 5, and it's 2-2. So this is the decider. Okay, so we're in game 5, and what is the map choice going to be? It is Hydram. Wow. What a deciding map. It is a pretty good map. You know, what might happen, what strats might they use, because there has been a lot of strat changes since the Dartling gun strat has literally just been raped by the anti-stall by Bob strat, which is boats, boomer, mortar, farms. It really just exploits the fact that it can't get the right income when an anti-stall happens, and in later rounds it just doesn't get the sufficient defense and dies. Now, they're both using the Bob strat, so how can the Bob strat be exploited? On round 8, if you send a lot of yellows, and I mean a lot, you don't even need regrow, but regrow would help. Sometimes the ricochet can miss the yellows, so it will just leak like maybe 3 or 4 yellows, maybe even just 1. And that can really mess up your lives as people just keep on sending yellows. You can leak, just keep on leaking, and it becomes actually quite a big problem. Now, for some reason, dw3iss's free boats are leaking, which shouldn't really happen if they're all on last. But it's continuing to happen while TZ is just sitting here, and he defended those pinks like a boss. Now, yeah, see, for some reason the boat's targeting is getting messed up. Right, now Bob's strat entails a farm. Now when you place this farm, can actually really implicate the game to actually an amazing amount. When you place this farm relies on how much money you actually had spare from actually sending income on round 5. Now, see TZ here, he's already got his farm up. So now he's getting even another farm, and actually he's only got 4 boats. Actually, that's actually defending blacks. Wow. Actually, no, you need 5 farms, and I mean 5 boats, and he only has a 0-0 mortar. But yeah, so when you place this farm can actually really change how the game ends. You know, you either have loads of farm income, or like just a bit of farm income and loads of actually a lot more than your opponent income. Because when you can't really place farm on like round 7 or round 9 really. You either play, well actually yeah, you either really place it on like round 9 or you place it on round 5. Like you don't place it on round 7 or 11 or 17. That's stupid. You either place it on 5 or 9. So, you know, which one's better? You can never really tell, but So whose defense is better? Of course, it's gonna be it's definitely dw3iss. TZ has more boats, but Bernie stuff, bro. Bernie stuff can help, man. See what I'm talking about? TZ just leaks a random yellow. It's just stupid. So yeah, TZ has a lot of farm income, but obviously not as much income as dw3iss. But let's just think, what is dw3iss's fourth tower? Is it farms? You know, if so, when is he gonna place it? Because when you place it can determine, you know, what your farm income is like and how much you get. Now, what I've found is that on round 13, no one really has enough for the ricochet on Bob Strat. So you just sort of sit there like, okay. Actually, so TZ sends a load of camo pinks. Does this get through? Oh wow, loads got through with dw3iss. You really need sort of like a different, more camo detection. So dw3iss just sent a few rainbows, and that forced TZ to sell a few farms and get more defense up. Now there is a ceramic rush, and TZ defenders like a boss just with 2 grape shots. Now dw3iss has the same amount of defense, but is he going to defend this as much or as well as TZ did? No, he loses a load more lives. Now just let's think about this. He had 2 grape shots and only 2 boats. Maybe the third boat really changes up the game, because just getting that 1 pierce that you don't get from having just 1 less boat, maybe that really changes the game. So it's round 17 is coming up. So you got to think, when is Marv gonna come? Now there's loads and loads of rainbows, and he just sold. Oh wait, no, he didn't sell anything. It's just loads of rainbows and ceramics. Now TZ is making the comeback with a load of camos and rainbows. Maybe the camels will get through from TZ or dw3iss's side. Yes! They all get through just as dw3iss was sending the comeback rush. Wow. See what I mean? Farms, when you place the farm, can really change the whole game. Like, I wonder what TZ's last tower was. Just wonder about that, man. You don't know. You don't know yet. Sadly, we'll never find out from that game, but maybe it was like a game changer. Maybe it was like Ninja or something. Because, yeah, that could help. You use the slowdown ability for like big rushes and just beast it up, because slowdown ability from Ninja it's so good. It is so good. Gives you like 2 times the time for you to react. You gotta think about that. If you had 2 times the time to react in everything, like in life, how good would that be? Be great, man. You know, you're just in a science test, you know, you're thinking, it doesn't quite come to you, you know, in the 5-minute question that you had, you know, what if you had 10 minutes? What could happen in 10 minutes, man? You know? So yeah. So who was it that won? Who won? Victory, and who was recorded? Sorry, I've got to go back.